Okay, Joy, we're testing out the video. This is everyone setting up and entering your party. So just trying to see if this is working.
The joy is a delight for many reasons. Just as Paul pointed out, all the competence and knowledge and wisdom and guidance and help and sensitivity. She also starts every single day with a smile and puts you in the right frame of mind. We are a perfect match. And that's why I just don't understand why she's leaving. Because I tend to start the day in the same manner. So the two of us really make a nuclear and start everything going well. But I'm not really begrudge of that because I know about her exceptional family and how much she loves you and how she spends time with all of you and your grandchildren. And I don't blame her one drop for spending these years that she has with a wonderful family. And I'll miss her. But then again, in certain ways, well, I really miss her. I mean, really. She's never at a desk. Because I tend to walk around.
Oh yeah, we know
many
that.
of you painfully aware of. And I would find her in someone's office, and they would be pointing at the shoes. But Joy always had a piece of paper. And that's the reason for her and it reached the point where I'm telling you, it was a blank piece of paper. It was a job. So will I really miss Joy? I never can find it. And the other thing that I really would have liked to have a secretary that I could rely upon, sort of like to direct me. I need a schedule and someone to say, this is what you're doing today, And the best, but this really is not an isolated incident.
I know what he's going to say.
But the best was where we had a communicable disease conference over in West Point. So Joy then gives me directions to get to India.
Joy is never going to let her live that down.
So, will I miss Joy? And the answer is absolutely. I love you. And now I have the honor, on behalf of Mary Ellen Odell, she asked me to read something, a proclamation for Joy. So if you'll just bear with me for a moment. Congratulations and best wishes to Joy Colombo as she retires from Putnam County Department of Health, where she worked for 25 years. Today, Joy begins a new, unfettered life of shopping at Walmarts and Targets in Miami. Your laugh-inducing joyisms will be sorely missed by your many friends at the Department of Health. Joy's career with the county began when she worked as the secretary to Anne Marie Beasley in the auditing department. From there, Joy moved into the health department in May of 1988. Starting as a clerk typist in the environmental health division, Joy advanced in position over the years and became the confidential secretary to the Commissioner of Health. Among her many duties while at the Department of Health, Joy served as Princess Paycheck. She was a party coordinator extraordinaire and ruled the birthday club with a fist-jeweled and gems that coordinated with an always matching ensemble of clothes, shoes, and purses. May you enjoy many long, healthy years in retirement with Joe, your children and grandchildren. And thank you most sincerely for your service to the Putnam County and the Department of Health. Mary Ellen Odell. But I really do hope you'll be coming by.
Every princess needs her flowers.
Princess Paycheck.
And she also gets the Princess Paycheck crown. So, you can sit, sorry. Many of you may know that I'm on the negotiating team for CSEA. And in CSEA, one of the discussions, Paul can attest to this, he spoke about it before, is that we had...
Wait. Where's Joy? Singing to everybody's up here.
Please don't break a bone, then you have to stay at home. So please have fun, your time has come. Joy to the world, your time has come. To just go out and have fun. Your savvy sense of fashion, your jewelry is your passion. The love you have of clothes, from your shoes to your pantyhose. So please have fun, your time has come. Joy to the world, your time has come. To just go out and have fun. There's no more birthday club, no dirty bathroom grub, no toilet paper whining, no daily lunchroom dining. So please have fun, your time has come. Joy to the world, your time has come. To just go out and have fun. As you leave us to play, remember every day, your friends miss you so much, you have to stay in touch. So please call us and we'll do lunch.
Pull up to the front that we made some pre-arrangements with, so if you'd like to take your seats in the front, now would be a good time. That'd be you, Barbara. You, Bill. You, Bill, again. Really glad I wrote the instructions out. I know the commissioner is there. Right? That's why you rose to the top, because you can follow my instructions. Okay. Your mics are hot. Nancy?
In the spirit of friendship and fun and much love and respect, we put together a little parody as a tribute to our dear friend and co-worker, Joy. Hope you guys enjoy it.
It's been one nice evening, hasn't it been, Joy? A lot of people getting up, saying all kinds of nice things. Making you feel good. That's over now. It's so over now. Okay, you've heard a few references to what we... Ooh, hold on a second. So glad I prepared everybody else and forgot about myself. Such a little Oh my gosh. A presentation that came kicking and screaming to your retirement. Right up into the end. Okay. There it is. Oh, sorry, that's right. So glad I work with people who know what they're doing. All right. I'm going to turn it down here too. I heard a little feedback. Is that good? Volume good? Good. Okay. Getting all my thumbs up from my prearranged people. That's good. All right. Joyisms. You've heard people talk about it tonight. Well, I'm here to review the unique statements made by Joy and collected over many years, which have become to be known as Joyisms. Now, I will tell you this, just for the sake of time, we had to throw out half of them. Examples of joyisms. Let me start off by just explaining what a joyism is. I have to do it by example because there's no way to really explain it. An example of a joyism is where one might say, when my cat was a kitten. Joy instead says, when my cat was an infant. Or another joyism is when she describes the dead-end road she lives on as a cuddle sack. These are the ones we used in the beginning because we didn't think you'd think they were all that funny. Rather than a cul-de-sac. Deep breath here. Joy speaks in a unique fashion. So unique that tonight we are going to see if 3 contestants can speak like Joy to win prizes. This is Joy 30. Okay, I'm your host, Alex Trainwreck. Tonight, 3 contestants will attempt to answer questions with words and phrases actually spoken by Joy. If they get the answers right, they will win fabulous prizes like flexible work hours, a hassle-free timesheet, or overtime pay. Also, to help us with our game, we have a special surprise. Joy, would you please come up and join us? It's your choice, girlfriend. I have a chair for you, or you can stand. Whatever you'd like to do. Now, you know what you're supposed to do, right? You're supposed to read what's on the screen. This one we've done already, so you don't have to. Okay, so this is it. All right, so anyway, let's get back to our game. Also, to help, we did that. While she is making her way up there, she's here already. Let's meet tonight's contestants, starting with contestant number 1. Tell us your name, where you're from, and what you do.
Hello, Alex. My name is Willie Buckle, and I'm from England, and I play drums for the rock band The Broken County Cars. I'm a lifelong hard partier and left my mark on a few hotel rooms along the way.
Interesting. Let's welcome contestant number 2.
Hi Alex, my name is Shirley Regret This, but everyone calls me by my nickname Red. I live in Amarillo, Texas, and I own a barbecue place there called Red's Meat. I love meat. I can turn into some ribs right now.
I have to say, you bear a resemblance to one of Joy's co-workers, but she's a dedicated vegan.
Me a vegan? Vegetables aren't food, it's what food eats. I'm a meat lover.
And to complete our guest, let's welcome contestant number 3.
Hey Alex, my name is Helena Handbasket. I'm from Staten Island, New York, and I own a blacktop paving company there. I named it Helena's Hot Mess. I hate plants, trees, flowers. If I had my way, I'd blacktop the whole flipping country.
Okay. Here are the rules to Joy Quick. Contestants will be asked a question and will have to provide the correct answer as a Joyism. In other words, saying exactly what Joy said. Let's begin our game. Tonight's categories are Almond Joy, Jump for Joy, Joy to the World. Okay, everyone relaxed? Willie, you won our coin toss, you pick.
Let's go to Almond Joy for one pre-approved flex hour, Alex.
This category is about joy in food. What did Joy say is the name of the Italian pasta made from potatoes?
Spitzer.
No.
Meatballs.
No, not a pasta, Shirley. Helena?
That pasta is called gnocchis.
Well, that's how the Italians say it. But the correct answer, as stated by Joy, is... Let's move on to our next question. Please pick again.
I'd like Almond Joy for 2 flex hours, Alex.
How did Joy say she controls her caffeine intake?
She drinks only decaf.
No, she drinks only beef broth. That would be me.
I got nothing.
Okay, no answer from Helena. Well, Shirley, that's one more you slaughtered. The answers as stated by Joy is...
One TV.
That's right. She controls her caffeine intake by limiting herself to 1 tea bag for her coffee. Shirley, next category.
I'll take Jump for Joy for 1 flex hour and an order of short ribs, please.
Really love your meat. This category is about the things that Joy has said. Joy once told a co-worker about someone who gave her a hard time on the phone. When Joy was asked to rate on a scale from 1 to 10 how irritating the person was, she answered...
Wait, are you telling me the last answer was 1 tea bag for my coffee?
Yes, and
That's rubbish. Sounds a bit dodgy.
Well, that's the last one. We're moving on. Shirley.
Well, if someone was roasting her butt, Joy would probably say the person was a maximum, a 10.
No. Helena.
I love the way Shirley says butt. Sorry. If the person were acting extremely obnoxious, I think I've got this one. Joy would say the person was an 11 on a scale of 1 to 10.
Okay, well, actually, on a rudeness scale from 1 to 10, Joy said the person was an...
That's not even a number. That's not even a number, Alex.
All right. Everyone compose themselves. Helena, you can.
Okay, I want to jump on Joy for 2 flex hours.
Actually, the category is called Jump for Joy. What name does Joy call her current boss, the Commissioner of Health? Shirley.
Dr. Beals.
No.
I think she calls him by his first name, Doctor.
Really? Don't you mean Alan?
No, it's Doctor. Alan is his middle name.
Willie is as dumb as a rock.
Hey, bugger off.
Watch it go, I know people. I think Joy confuses him with her previous boss and calls him Dr. Amler. No, Dr. Shirlita Amler.
Well, actually, she says a combination of both names. It kind of comes out as something like...
What did she say?
I think he said Dr. Alligator Rim.
No, Willie, I think he said, Dr. Rock me like a wagon wheel.
This isn't going so well. I'm picking the next category. Let's try Alma Joy for 3 flex hours. What did Joy say after she borrowed some soy milk to put in her coffee?
Milk doesn't come from soy, it comes from cows.
Shirley, when you speak, my cholesterol goes up.
Oh, stop being such a sissy boy host. What are you, one of those weirdo vegetarians?
Helena.
Well, you know, there's nothing like a little Commissioner's confidential secretary helper to take the edge off. You know what I mean, Joy?
Are you implying that Joy was drunk at work?
Well, sometimes she talks like she's drunk.
She said soy milk makes her coffee taste healthy.
Wow, close, but no cigar. Joy said after borrowing some soy milk for her coffee that...
Soy.
Okay. You guys are tanking fast. Let's try someone else picking the category. How about you, Helena?
I'd like to continue to jump on Joy for 4 flex hours.
It's jump for Joy. Stop thinking with your overalls. What dessert does Joy say she indulges in when she's trying to lose a few pounds?
Birthday club cake.
No.
Club ice cream.
Alex, it's birthday club cupcakes.
No. The answer is... Hey, you said these things. You just wrote them down. Helena, please pick.
Again, I'll have jump on Joy for 5 flex hours.
Again, the category is... Never mind. What does Joy say is her favorite appetizer?
I got this one. Low-fat chicken-free Jello.
No, it's soy sauce and coffee.
No.
No, it's birthday club gnocchis.
No! Joy's favorite appetizer is...
Alex, did she just say shrimp with a cocktail? I told you she was drunk.
Let's try Alma Joy for 6 flex hours. What did Joy say is her favorite Asian-style food?
Chinese food.
Japanese food.
No.
Thai food.
No. The correct answer is... This seems like a good time for us to go to a public service announcement. Now we have a public service announcement from our current commissioner, Dr. Alan Beals.
Hello, I'm Putnam County Commissioner of Health, Dr. Alan Beals. In the past, I formed the Feral Cat Task Force to successfully control a serious public health threat. Tonight, due to new public health threat, I need to ask for your help with my next initiative, the Feral Joy Task Force. My concern is that after retirement, Joy will wander looking for food. If left unfed, she may become so weak her clothing will no longer perfectly match. To prevent this, the Feral Joy Task Force volunteers will capture Joy, give her a rabies vaccination, spay neuter her, and then release her back into the wild.
Dr. Beals, aren't you confusing the Feral Cat and the Feral Joy Task Forces? I mean, capturing, rabies vaccination, spay neutering? Are those all really a part of the proposed Feral Joy Task Force?
You're right. let's skip the rabies vaccination. It's expensive and it'll bust the budget. Let's just spay and neuter and release her back into the wild.
I'm Dr. Pepper, Christmas eels.
Ah, no, it's Dr. Scrambled eating electric eels.
Okay, now let's move on to our next round, where we play for a week of hassle-free timesheets. The category is Jump for Joy, and the question is, what did Joy say she brings from home for lunch?
Low-fat chicken-free Jello.
No.
No, it's gotta be beef jerky.
Enough with the meat answers, and don't call me jerky.
Leftovers.
Close again, but the answer is what Joy brings from home for lunch, she said is... Jump for Joy for 2 weeks of hassle-free timesheets. Why did Joy say she stopped watching her favorite soap opera?
Everyone got whacked.
No.
No, I know, they butchered the script.
Was it not because Liam married Steffi instead of Hope?
Willie, are you sure you're a guy?
Alex, I could find out for you.
Don't do it for me. The answer is Joy watched her soap opera until... Back to Almond Joy for 2 weeks of hassle-free timesheets. What did Joy say was the side dish she made to go with her husband Joe's steak?
Gnocchis, the non-birthday club guy.
What kind of meat was it? T-bone? Sirloin? I'm kind of thinking of a nice juicy rock roast.
I see a rumba I'd like to roast.
I don't roast that way.
Helen, to get back in the game, that's not your next plow job. The answer is Joy made Joe's steak with... For your next question, let's try a new category. Joy to the world. These are things Joy may have said. If not, we're just going to say she said them anyway. For week of hassle-free timesheets, what did Joy say was the category of time that staff could use to make up for work due to a snowstorm?
Jail time. No. Oh, wait, sorry, that would be me.
IOU time.
No.
No, it's inclement weather time.
Again, very close, but I know you're getting frustrated, but you just have to hang in, try and talk like Joy. The answer is... I can't believe she's correcting me now. You say implement, you don't say impotent? Well, I told you, whether you said it or not, we're saying you said it. Staying with Joy to the world for 2 weeks of hassle-free timesheets. Who did Joy say is the actress that dated Tom Cruise and had a similar sounding last name?
I know this one. It's Penelope Cruz.
No.
Wait, I'm quite confused. I don't know. Perhaps it's Dr. Amla Cruzabiers or whatever the bloody hell she calls it.
I really think the answer is Penelope Cruz.
Well, no. Actually, the answer as spoken by Joy is... Let's get back on the Joy for 3 weeks of timesheets and welcome our celebrity guest to ask the next question, Judge Janine Pirro.
Okay, what job position did Joy say her friend has in the New York State justice system?
Assistant to Dr. Alabama E. Meals.
No, grill chef.
No.
I think it's the person I'm trying to avoid, the state prosecutor.
I can see that. Actually, Joy said her friend is the... Staying with this category for 4 weeks of hassle-free timesheets, what kind of hot pepper did Joy say that she ate that burned her mouth?
Habanero peppers.
No.
Hot cherry peppers.
No.
Jalapeno peppers.
Again, close, but the real answer as spoken by Joy is... You're just changing your answers because you're in front of the crowd. No, you said jalapeno peppers. Everybody else is sticking up for us.
You know, Alex, this is complete rubbish.
I'd like to see your pepper, Willie.
Helena, you are out of control. You've let the world know that you're a blacktopper who paves both ways. Get your head back in the game. Let's go to Joy to the World for 2 weeks of timesheets, and please welcome from the TV show Duck Dynasty, Uncle Si.
Who did Joy say Sheriff Don Smith was sending to represent at a meeting at the health department?
For the answer, we're going to hell in the handbasket.
The undersheriff.
Not the answer. What do you think, Willie Buckle?
I don't even know. The state prostitute?
Big win. We are going to surely regret this.
That would be Under Sheriff Peter Palmer.
Well, actually, the person Joyce said Sheriff Don Smith was sending to a meeting in the health department is.
I so hate you, Alex. Someday I'm going to make you into a speed bump.
It is impossible to answer these questions. It's all rubbish. It's like she's speaking in some classified military code or some sort of bizarre language only twins would understand.
I still say she's drunk, but she has access to a lot of whiteout. If she's not drunk, maybe she's a huffer.
No, she's refusing until they bring her a cup to pee in that mattress of clothes.
Well, maybe this will help. It's our final Joy-Pretty question. Anyone who wins this will win our grand prize of... Anytime you dream about work while sleeping, you will win overtime pay. Now let's welcome the hosts of Live with Kelly and Michael. Please welcome Michael Strahan. I think that's about as much as we're
What advice did Joy give on how to better understand her in your conversation?
That's not Michael Strahan.
Yes, it is. He's a big, tall guy. He could play in the NFL.
He's not even the right skin color. He's white.
Gets a little scared in front of a crowd. Joy, will you give us the answer on how to better understand you in conversations? Do you have an answer? We're not trying to put you on the spot, because actually, well, yeah, we kind of sprung that way on you. Sorry about that. We told you to read off the screen. Actually, you did.
Everybody understands what I'm saying anyway.
Well, crowd's turning against us. All right. Actually, you did give us the answer in the past. You told us how to better understand you in conversations. The answer is... Okay, well, that's the end of our show. All right, contestants. I know you're a little upset about not getting any of the answers right, but once again, let's just wrap it up clean. Okay, that's the end of our show. One last bit of business that we do have to do. We have to send a special thank you to the donator of tonight's prizes, Putnam County Executive Mary Yell and Yodel.
Alex, that's not her name. It's Mary Ellen Odell.
That's what I thought too, but Joy corrected me.
I'm going to get some ribs.
Okay, we are definitely wrapping up now. That's it. Thank you very much.
We really love you and we'll miss you. So if you can come up, we'll give you your gift. The gift is from everybody that's here tonight and a few people who weren't able to be with us. The photo album is a memory book from all the staff that she's worked with currently, and the photo board is all the staff that she's worked with in the past. Would you like to say a few minutes?
I want to thank everybody, first of all, Jane and Miriam, Mona, Chris, and Karen and Rick, and everybody that did, the planning of this party, Nancy. And I appreciate it so much. It's been so wonderful. And I appreciate all my past directors, Jack. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have been at the health department because he was told I can't take that department. I was lucky, but I did get to the best department. And I had so many nice directors. After Jack, I was Bruce and Loretta, Rebecca, Dr. Ramla, and Dr. Beals. They were all wonderful to work with. And it was really enjoyable. I enjoyed my work, enjoyed everybody. And I'm not going anywhere. I'll still be dropping by and visiting because I'm going to miss you too much. So I won't. I definitely will keep you in touch and coming to see everybody. And and thank you for everybody coming. And it was really fun being here with everybody with all the jokes. And we did have a lot of laughs and we had good fun working. He also works. It's so much fun, a lot and laughs, but that's what makes it nice to work in departments like this. So we have very, very good friends. So thank you for everything.
Putnam County, which is great. And going through these personnel files, it was amazing to me because just last week Eileen had her party right here, and I had gone through her file and got some dirt, and went through Joy's file and got some dirt. And but what was amazing was, as I started to compare notes, it was really eerie that they had so many things in common. And I just wanted to tell you some of the things that they have in common, real quick. They're both female. Oh, I guess you knew. They were both born in the same year, 1945. They both went to Catholic high school in the Bronx. Different schools, but Catholic schools. St. Pius V and Mount St. Ursula Academy. They both had 3 children, 2 boys and a girl. They had them in the same sequence. Boy, girl, boy. The first child was born for both of them in the 60s. The next 2 were both in the 70s. They both came to Putnam County to work within a year of each other. They both live in the same apartment building, too. In Yonkers. That was, so you can compare notes all along. I realized that there's been a plot going on this whole time. They both began in an entry-level clerical position, received multiple promotions, and wound up being the secretary to the commissioner or head of their department. Eileen in the Office for Aging, and Joy obviously in the Health Department. They both previously worked for a person who was or became the supervisor of the town of Kent. Joy worked for Anne Marie Baisley when she was the auditor. She became the supervisor of the town of Kent. And you worked for Tony Kazari as secretary to the supervisor. And I'm going through this stuff and I'm going, bizarre. I didn't. One other thing you probably don't know, when I first found out about Eileen, I said to her, at her party, I said, boy, there's one note that probably nobody knows, and that is that she has hazel eyes. Well, guess what? Joy's got hazel eyes. So do I, by the way. And they're both retiring on the same date, the effective date, Halloween. These are 2 of the most awesome, wonderful people that work for Putnam County, and please give them a rousing applause for all they've done.